Hello, I'm Peter Usher, and this is my painting, Forest Language. This painting was first exhibited in 2019 at my very first international solo exhibition in Singapore. Over there and since, it's received a really warm response from so many people who have seen the work. In fact, quite an emotional response, something that they seem not able to put into words, but that's actually the point of the painting. It's about a non-verbal communication. The subtlety of colour and the intimacy of texture are things that we can all respond to and that link deeply with our own experience. The key word in this title is language, and that's because my paintings tend to be about interpretation of landscape and putting that into some pictorial form to communicate to a contemporary audience. Like words in a sentence, every element that I see in the natural world holds an individual meaning as well as a collective one. My paintings focus on the meeting points of those elements, the edges, the points of connection or conflict. It's like creating a conversation with imagery. The composition is really quite striking with this work. It's quite obviously not square, and I've used a piece of found timber from the bush here to inspire the shapes and the resonances that come from the connection and interconnection between every part. I've used pieces of timber that I've shaped to echo those shapes and those rhythms right the way throughout the piece. So the bend in this piece of timber is echoed again here and again all the way out to the very edges of the work as well. Rhythm, repetition, and the echo of line and shape are key observations from nature. These unusual shapes that I've used aren't really accidental. I've formed these panels individually and then prepared the surfaces inspired by the bush and the surroundings that are directly around me here. Each surface is a build-up, a multiple layering of paint. Finally, I'd like to sort of make mention of perhaps the most important of interpretations of this painting, and that is the way that a viewer sees it, because every single person sees it in a different sense. It's up to them to make their own story and also perhaps to interpret that language for themselves.